Let's talk about some of the things we will be covering in the 201 class. The 101 class is what I call the Build It class, where you learn how to build a website from planning and strategizing and constructing and publishing from the ground up. The Design It class takes your website to the next level. First, we'll get into adding great content. So before we talk about design, we'll have a discussion about what sort of things you should be uploading to your website and what things you can probably leave out for now. And then we'll go into the principles of layout design. I like to think of this as the cookie dough you arrange on a cookie sheet before you put it in the oven. You know, you have to make sure they're all evenly spaced. And then in the same way with web design, we're going to look at where exactly you should be placing things, looking at basic design principles. Then we'll go into color theory, which will go into palettes and the types of colors you should be using. Then we'll go into typography, where we discuss the actual fonts and copy and writing that you put on your site. We'll have a lengthy discussion about the almighty video landing page, how to do it, when to do it, and how. And then finally, we will have a discussion about specific design layouts, such as placing down photo galleries, adjusting the header, and adjusting the footer. Let me go into each of these in a little more detail. So in adding great content, there are two lessons here. One is we'll be looking at the 4 W's of web design. And then we'll look at adding value to your website. In the Principles of Layout Design course, we'll go ahead and talk about the design layout. And then we'll look at the call to action button that you should create on your homepage. And color theory, we'll have 3 lessons there. One on discussing color palettes. We'll look at the law of contrasts and how to use contrast effectively. And then how to build contrast when you have colored text. We will then talk about the 3 rules of typography. And then we'll talk about how to use custom fonts on your site. On the video landing page, first we'll look at how to create the landing page, then how to connect that landing page to your main website, then how to optimize that landing page for SEO, and then we'll look at how to create a landing and homepage hybrid where you get to have the best of both worlds on the same page. And then finally, in design layouts, we'll look at how to add content by stacking it using design strips. We'll look at how to manage your columns, and then how to animate certain buttons and when and why you should do that. We'll then customize your header, then we'll customize your footer, and then there's a couple of Facebook Live recordings. One of them is the 3 features your footer needs. And then we'll look at how to add an event flyer. And those were live recordings. And then we'll see how to add 3 different types of photo galleries to your website. And these will be practical photo galleries, meaning they are useful and not just random images. So by knowing what to add, where to place it, what color, and then how to adjust the design of it, you should have not only a good website, but a great looking website by the end of this course.